Good morning. It's Bernard Nomberg with the Nomberg Law Firm. We're out of the office today, as you can see. I'm in the Altamont Gym with my friend Sean Gibson, who's the athletics director here. Sean, thank you for inviting us and letting us come in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to take a few minutes and talk about the newly renovated gym and the facilities here, and a little bit about the school. And we appreciate you guys stopping by for a few minutes. Sean, let's just get started with this and talk to us a little bit. Tell us who you are and your involvement here with the school and stuff like that.
Well, you've already introduced me. I'm the athletics director here. I've been the athletics director this is my second stint in my second year, my 21st year here at Altamont.
Wow.
And when I started this second stint, we had just started construction, renovation of our gymnasium. And so we actually spent all of last year out of the gym, living in our practice gym, having to play our home area games on the road at the Northside YMCA Youth Center.
That was a trying year, I know, for the team.
It was. And unfortunately, we had a really good team, and they were unable to enjoy this wonderful gymnasium as it exists now.
Now, the gym that we're in, it took about a year or so to bring it updated from the 1970s when it was first built.
People said that, 1975. And so they did quite a bit. Completely redid the gymnasium floor. We added a wonderful scoreboard, which we'll show you a little bit later on.
Probably see it right between us a little bit.
And if you that rear wall, back wall back there, they took that down and built a brand new one up, and then added 8,000 square feet on the back side of that.
Not to mention the windows that they opened.
That's the centerpiece.
And we'll show you guys
the renovation.
A little bit of it in a few minutes. The gym back in September was dedicated to Coach Patton. Unfortunately, that was before our tenure, my children and my time being up here. But tell us a little bit about Coach Patton and what he means to the school.
Well, he was here throughout the 90s as a basketball coach and athletic director. He built up the basketball program, and it just seemed like everybody that he touched, that he coached, he touched them in a special way. And it was in large part people that he coached that made this happen, them and their families. And Coach Patton, I hold a special place in my heart for him because he was responsible for me being hired.
Oh, I didn't realize that your tenures overlap. Very good. And you've coached several sports here over the years, haven't you?
Pretty much soccer.
Soccer?
I've done the girls and the boys. I'm currently the boys varsity coach. I did coach the 7th and 8th grade basketball team 1 year, but it was a fun year, but I was out of my league.
Sure. Well, you're partly responsible for some of these banners that are hanging back here. Y'all have had some success on the soccer.
I wasn't able to play in any of those, but I was on the sideline for a few of them. So.
Sure. Well, the boys team has won the state title a few times in the last decade, haven't they?
Yep, we won in 2003 and 2009 and 2012, and then we were actually in the finals 2 years ago and in the semifinals last year. So we've had some success. And the girls won in 2004, 2006, and 2007, and they've been in the semifinals the last 2 years. So they have a strong soccer program, which I'm proud of.
And speaking of basketball and soccer, the school offers many sports here in addition to those. I know we've got baseball. What other programs do they offer?
We have baseball. We have tennis. We won a state championship. Coach Beard's in the background, or he was in the background there. We won a state championship in tennis last spring. Our track, indoor, outdoor, and cross-country teams, boys and girls, are phenomenal because we have a wonderful coach who's an alum by the name of J.B. Rediker, and he came in 3 years ago, I think, and took over for Jim Palmer and just done a fabulous job. So we also have volleyball in the fall, which we've done extremely well the last 2 years because we hired a great coach in Chris Brooks, who was already teaching at the school and came over from Shades Valley, where he won some state tournaments, state championships over there.
One of the cool things that I've learned, and you know much better than I, with the renovation of the gym and all of the fundraising and the committees of parents and alums, et cetera, coming together the last couple of years, I've learned of the rich sports traditions that we actually have here. Most of the public knows all about the very strong academics, the excellent arts, but as General Krulak has said, there's another A that goes with the academics and the athletics, the academics, the arts, and that's also the athletics.
Right.
And these banners that are behind us represent all of the state titles that the various teams have won going back even before Altamont years.
Well, yes. Those banners go back to 1981, which was our first state title in cross country. But we won numerous state titles as BUS back in the 1960s under the direction of Phil Mulkey when he was the track coach here.
A great Olympian.
And an Olympian, and he won a world championship in 1960. Well, he was in the 60 Olympics. I think he won the world championship the year before in the decathlon.
And he has long been a fixture up here on the campus.
He was up here
with
2 weeks ago for a tour and everything.
Very good. Well, that's the other thing that I learned is how many alums of our school here have gone on to play various sports in college.
Yes.
And I'll take some pictures afterward and post them, but they're on one of the back walls, which I think will be ultimately called the Hall of Fame or the
Walk of Honor.
Okay.
It's on this back hallway back here. It was moved from this hallway, and it's been named in honor of Bruce Stenson, a long-time member of the board and a BUS graduate, and one of those great athletes from the 1960s that was under Coach Mulkey's direction.
And what's the timetable, if you have one, for being able to set up and show all this awesome memorabilia and sports history?
Well, we're really just getting started on that. Our first priority was getting into the building, getting into the gym, and getting games going. But if we do go back over there, you'll see the beginnings of it. We have the plaque up for Bruce. We have a table that showed the Fab Four of 1968 that won. I wish I could tell you how many individual state titles. 3 straight state titles for the team in track.
Right.
And then we have some old BUS jackets and everything. And we also have, thanks to you, a list of all of the athletes that we know to date.
Right.
We're continually adding to the list.
It's got to be 150. I forgot what the list is.
I don't know. I haven't counted, but all those have gone on to play in college. Some of them have been very successful.
And again, I'll post some photos after the live broadcast. I'll put them right here on this feed so that you guys can see. I did not want to overlook the fact that we have a brand new athletic training facility as well as an awesome fitness center. If you could tell us a little bit about that.
The 8,000 square feet that we added includes the Krulak Fitness Center, which is about 5 times the space we had previously for weight training and conditioning and fitness. We have elliptical machines, treadmills, functional training, TRX bands. Our athletic trainer, Matt Kirkpatrick, has done a great job of equipping that so that effectively we have the weight room of that's the equivalent of what a lot of small colleges would have. And then coupled with that, we have a room dedicated exclusively for athletic training, and hot and cold whirlpools, taping tables, any injuries. Obviously, when you first injure yourself, you go to the doctor.
Sure.
But then just about any rehabilitation that needs to be done could be done here.
And Altamont is still classified as a 2A school for sports?
We are a 2A school as of now. We're actually, they came out with a new classification system that goes into effect next year, and because of our success in tennis and a competitive factor that they bring in, we're going to go up to 4A, 5A in tennis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a tribute to the program.
Yeah.
But even though it's a small school up here, I know that they've got first-rate facilities. You've got relationships with local orthopedists and other doctors in this part of the city.
Right.
If folks want to come to sporting events that are going on during the school year, is the best place to go to the website, or what do you suggest?
Yes, you can go to the website and you can find the schedules for all the teams. That can give you all the information you need. Make sure if you're using GPS, put in the 4801 Altamont Road South.
That's right.
Okay,
that's
you'll
right.
end up over there.
You'll get close, but not close enough.
It's tucked away. It's tucked away. I think a lot of people don't know about it, so appreciate Bernard you doing events like this to call attention.
Well, certainly, and this show obviously is showing live right now, but we'll keep posting it, and the school will post it after a while. The website is altamontschool.org, and there should be a drop-down menu for sports teams and the various programs and schedules, not only now, but for later on into the school year. Sean, another thing that I wanted to ask, if folks who are watching this or just know about the school, if students who are interested in the school, who do they get in touch with? How do they start that process?
Thomas Goldsmith is our director of admissions, and the best thing to do is to call the school and ask for Thomas. And what most people do is, obviously we have a couple of open houses. You could come visit then, or you could come up to the school and pick up a packet of information. And normally that's the first step, and then you'll shadow a day. If students that are interested will follow somebody around who's in their grade or the grade above them, and so that really gives you a good idea of what we're all about.
Both of my daughters are recent graduates of Altamont, and I remember when they came up here for their shadow days, and it made such a huge impression. The kids are very enthusiastic, and they always want to show off their school, which they're very proud of. Sean, forgive me, what's the phone number to the school?
It's 205-879-2006.
And that's how to get in touch with Mr. Goldsmith and maybe start the process.
Yes.
Sean, we've got just a couple more minutes in closing. Are there any other things about the sports program you want to emphasize or show or tell us?
The great thing about this, I'd love to show you around in the athletic training center and the fitness center, but also we have this fabulous scoreboard that we got from EBSCO, from Stewart Signs, which was bought by EBSCO, and it has the capability of, it's like a jumbotron. It's actually called, I'm not supposed to call it a jumbotron.
Right,
it's actually
right.
called a Stewart Signs Vivid Star.
Right.
But we have the capability of showing videos, and even eventually we'll be able to show instant replay. Right now, if you just look, if you can see, we have the rosters. This is from a 5th and 6th grade game that was played last weekend, and we have the rosters. We have the names up there. When people get fouls, it indicates that. It shows the points, and we can run the stats and show the stats after the game.
And this is also this is student run, isn't it? During
yes,
the games?
In fact, Arian Kaplash is our best student, and we're trying to train as many as we can, so that it's not that complicated, but we're trying to maximize what it's capable of doing.
Well, guys, there's all kind of exciting stuff going on. Again, Altamont has always been known for its strong academics, wonderful arts program. Not as many folks know about the sports program, and thanks to Sean here and many of the other dedicated and very capable and loyal, and a lot of times our alums of this school have brought the sports program up to statewide prominence in many of the sports. Thank you again, Sean, for spending
Bernard,
some
thank
time.
you.
And guys, this is our time for today. Please check back with us next week. We'll be back again Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Again, I'm Bernard Nomberg with the Nomberg Law Firm. You can always reach us at 205-930-6900. And that'll do it for today. Y'all have a good holiday season.